Happy Thursday, guys. It is this close to Thanksgiving, and so this is our last Thursday before, December.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. So today we want to ask you a very important question. Do you have a library book? You'll know it's our library book because it says Morristown Hamlin High School East right there. If you have a book from our library, is it late? Do you know? Have you thought about the book since your teacher dragged you in here and made you check it out? Have you? Here's how you can tell if it's overdue. And I'm going to go with 95% of the books that walk out of this library. We put one of these little lovely cards. This card may or may not have anything to do with the book. This one clearly doesn't. But it'll have a date stamped on it. See that? There'll be one marked out. There may be like 42 marked out. You know, your card may look more like this. And you have to look kind of hard for what the date is. But on every card, there is a date. And if it is past that date, your book is late.
Right.
What?
But if that is the case with you, it is okay.
Never fear.
Right. Don't worry about it too terribly much, but do something about it. Okay. There are several things you can do about it. One, you can just bring that book back to the library if you're finished with
Hand
it.
it over.
Yes, if you're finished
We'll
with
take
it,
it.
bring it inside the library, trade it for a new book.
Oh, that's a good plan.
Or if you're in a hurry, we have a book drop in the hallway. You can just put it in the book drop and then go on your merry way. If you still need the book that you have, you can do multiple things.
At least 5.
Yes, you can use your Schoology account to send a message to me, Amy Wheatley, and just say, please renew my book. That's all you have to say. If you want to use more words, you can. But you just, as long as you say, please renew my book, I will send you back a new due date 2 weeks from then.
Yeah. Same with the email that the system sends out that has my name on it. If you send back a reply to that email and say, please renew, I got you. Renewed.
Right. Super easy. If you just happen to be at home and you're twiddling around on your social media and you think, gasp, my book is overdue, or my book might be due, you can send us a message on any of the East High Library social medias. Remember, it is the school initials, MHHSE, and then the word library on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. So you just...
That's 6 ways so far.
If your name is not attached to your account, just say, hi, this is so-and-so. Please renew my book. And then we will send you back a new due date. Now, if you happen to have gotten a fine because your book was significantly late, again, don't stress. There are lots of ways to take care of this.
We actually aren't the barking type of librarians.
Right.
We're not going to yell at you.
No, we're not going to make you feel bad about it. I pay public library fines occasionally. It's not...
Happens.
It's a thing. Okay. You can read away your fines. You can get one of these little handy forms from the library and just keep track of what you're reading. Every 15 minutes is worth $1 of fines. I feel like that's a pretty good pay rate.
Really is.
All you have to do is read, track it, and then if you do it in the library, we'll sign off on it. If you do it in class, get your teacher to sign off on it. Bring it back and we'll take your fines off.
Easy breezy. 2 more easy breezy ways. Okay, if you have a fine and it's like, man, it's $5, and you're like, oh, what could I bring instead of $5? So maybe you have some hand sanitizer hanging out in the pantry and it's closed up and no one's ever used it.
Yeah, not this empty, half-empty bottle, like a full bottle.
Same with tissues. We want an unopened box of tissues. These are both $5 credits, as is a paperback book. $5 credit. It doesn't even have to be a paperback that we necessarily want to use, but it does need to be in good condition. You can't bring us a ratty, moldy one.
And it can't be one of ours.
Yeah.
Can't be a little free library book. It's got to be a different book, okay?
Right. So hardcover books count $10 worth, 10 whole dollars. So if you have a hardcover book and you have a nice big fine and you're like, you can bring in a hardcover book.
Or if you lost a book. Say you checked out a book and you keep getting email reminders about it and you're like, I don't know where this book is. Locate another book and bring it in and say, I'm sorry I lost my book. Here's another book. And we'll be like, oh, thank you. And then we'll take your fine off and it'll be all good. And don't let that keep you from checking out another book in the future.
Right.
Now, if you are worried about fines in general or you're worried about keeping up with books in general, go back to last week's Thursday tip video and watch that. Okay? Because we talk about reads, and you can't lose those, and those can't be late. So those are a safe option for those of you that are forgetful, like myself sometimes. So,
all right. So check and see if you have a book. If you have a book, check and see if it's late. And if it's late, deal with it in one of the many, many, many ways you can deal with it. No shame here, but we do want the books back on the shelf so other people can read them if you're done with them.
Especially if you have like book 1 in a series or something and you've had it for a really long time, please bring that back, because I am trying to recommend those series to people, and then I get to the shelf and I'm like, oh, this book you really number 1 is not here. So yeah, please bring your books back, and we will see you on Monday with some book talks.
Yep.